All right, thank you, Claire. That was some good stuff there. Now we're talking about, though, you're maybe approaching retirement age, or you're about to hit it right now, but you're in debt. So what do you do now? Stewart Welch from the Welch Group joins us with some advice on that. Unfortunately, though, there are a lot of people who find themselves in this position.
They just did a study. It's 70% of retirees are in debt. They have some form of debt in them. So that's a really big number.
Obviously, that's going to eat at your nest egg. So how can we get a handle on it now if we're now approaching that retirement age?
Well, I think the first thing to do, Mike, is you want to get really clear on your income and expenses. So a lot of people hadn't gone through and done that, but just literally record everything you spend for, I don't know, 30 days,
right,
and get an idea of that.
And they might be surprised on where the money's going.
Yeah, when the boat is sinking, usually what we find, it is seeping. It's like these pinholes in the boat. It's a lot of small things, not a lot of really obvious things.
All right, so downsize your home. A lot of people are doing that, and it's a bit of a challenge because you got a lot of stuff.
It is a bit of a challenge, but I think a lot of these people that are retiring, they're in the home that they raise their family in. And those homes, a lot of those homes are really expensive. Yep. A lot of maintenance around them, big yards, things like that. So the whole concept is to downsize your home into something that is very low maintenance. You want it near shopping, near medical services. You want to downsize out of debt. So if you have any debt on your home, you want to make sure that you buy smaller enough homes so that you have no debt. If you start out with no debt, downsize and take some of that equity and use it to put into your retirement income planning.
Well, if I use that though, Stewart, I'll be living in a shoe, just so you know.
You could.
But you do want to be careful as you don't want to actually add on debt. You got to be careful of that, getting a home equity loan or something like that too, right?
So in this study, what they found is these retirees, the number one debt that they had was actually student loans.
What?
And you go, that's crazy. Well, what they've done is they've guaranteed student loans for children, or in some cases, grandchildren.
Oh, okay.
So I think you want to be really careful about doing that and make sure that our goal is to always be debt-free at retirement. So make sure if you're taking on debt that you don't buy on some debt that's going to last well into your retirement.
Okay, your next point, I actually had this conversation just yesterday. I want to sell a lot of this stuff I have at the house. I don't know how to do it. I don't know the best way to do it, but that's one thing you need to do, right?
Yeah, I think you can do yard sales, and there's actually a number of different avenues for that. But it could be a boat, sitting in the yard. It could be a third car. But I think, we've accumulated all of this stuff. Right. My father died. I just went through and got all of his stuff out. It was unbelievable how much stuff there was. It's worth something. So it may be worth hundreds of dollars, maybe worth thousands of dollars, but it's a way to gather some money and use it to pay off some debt.
All right, and then also you want to keep working. I'll be doing that till I'm 80, if Lord willing, if I'm healthy enough.
As good looking as you are, that'll work.
Oh, please.
So a little bit of money in retirement goes a long way. A little bit of earnings goes a long way. So you can maybe stay in your same job but less time, or follow your passion. We had a couple that loved to ski. They became professional ski instructors, living their dream, and they could do it well into their retirement.
Okay. All right, Stewart Welch from the Welch Group. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Mike.